It is time to switch to the second place deck. Marcio Carvalho's Jeskai Fires list. First of all, I want to note 27 lands because we have a lot of color requirements. So you might say to yourself, ooh, we're flooding a lot. We're really not flooding. We're hitting the right amount of lands. And it's just very common for this sort of list to draw a bunch of lands because you are putting such burdensome mana requirements. But yeah, I mean, the list has some straightforward pieces to it. First of all, Fires of Invention allows us to cast mega combos where we play Cavalier of Flames and a big flyer, or Cavalier of Flames or Kenrith to get haste and swing on in. The notable differences of this list is, first of all, quite a bit of juice at the bottom. Double Aether Gust, quad Bonecrusher Giant, triple Deafening Clarion, and some Teferis. These are like the anti-aggro stuffs. But interestingly enough, there is some high-end that is unusual compared to your average list. First of all, Kenrith is an absolute aggro demolisher. This is part of the reason we've been seeing players run fewer and fewer Cavalier of Gales. If you just run a Kenrith, it might take you a little longer to win the game, but you can gain 5 life against aggro, and it feels amazing. There's also Dream Trawlers, kind of as like a thick Cavalier of Gales, also just does a whole bunch. And there's not a lot of cute tech cards. There's only one Shimmer of Possibility, which essentially always gets cut. Oops, I forgot to look at the sideboard. Also, in the side, we have these 3 Legion War Bosses and 4 Mystical Disputes against some of the control matchups. We have things like Deafening Clarion and Shatter the Sky, Justice Strike, another Aether Gust against some of these aggro things. There's really cute single ofs like Tithe Taker, Disenchant. You'll notice Devout Decree, there's really not that many of them. This is because the instant speed of Aether Gust is so high value. So high value. It's really, really great. What I find really interesting about the whole discussion... What I find really interesting about the generalized discussions of how to make a stream good is there is a whole lot of discussion of what I'll call optimizing bits. But there's not a whole lot of discussion of base bits. What's a better term for this? Because I've used the term additive value and multiplicative value. It's like the content and then the optimization around it. Is there a cleaner term for this? Let me use books as an example. There is the actual work of writing the book. Okay? Actually, like, how do I make it good? If you write a mediocre book, it will not sell as well as if you write a really amazing book. That's the qualities of the book. Now, around that, we could do things like translate it to a lot of different languages. Make sure it's getting sold in America, as well as the UK, as well as India, where there's English audiences. You know, things like this. Let's get it a really good cover so it pops when someone passes by it in the bookstore. These are sort of the shell that will get you extra percentage points. Let's market it. Let's market the damn thing. I think I'm looking for something really juicy here. Right? So, there's like the actual content creation, and there's the content optimizing that happens around it. And I hear a pretty significant number of people when it comes to streaming and streaming advice, they talk about optimization thingies. I am Sean Plott, and I am dead. Talk about a lot of those, but they don't talk a lot about...
Right on schedule.
Or you'll hear people talk about streaming a consistent schedule, doing things to align well with your audience, you know, making sure you have a good camera and a stream set up, right? But no one's actually talking about, like, if you're live for an hour, here's some of the stuff you should do as a speaker and as an entertainer to make it good. It's just like, involve your audience and thank them. How? No information. Like, we're pretty dead here. I bricked on getting some of my Clarion's Gusts Bonecrushers. Oh, we're going to 9. Oh. Dower Diggs says, day 9. I have a lifetime subs to your channel. It's been 79 months and I have no idea where it comes from. Any ideas? What do you mean? I don't think I understand your question. Hey, better late than never. Just kidding. I'm really pissed at that asshole. Here's where the swing and Evercleave comes in. Fenvary says, do you think that information is easily summarized? Feels like the multiplier stuff is much easier to communicate in a generalized way. I would agree with the second statement. It does, I mean, the multiplier type stuff is generally easier to communicate. But like with writing, there are workshops and books. There's workshops, there's books. There's lectures, there's all sorts of information about how to make the book stuff good. I don't see a lot of information about how to make the stream stuff good, and it's probably because it's a very new field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I gotta block the runaway steam can. Boo. So I guess our only Jin card here is a Clarion, I guess. Oh yeah, Dower Doug, I don't handle the payments processing. So, Dower Doug, I have no idea what the payment processing information to which you're referring is all about. Death. Alright, so let's see how our sideboarding feels against this shit. What doesn't we need? Definitely the Shimmer of Possibility comes out. This crushes, this crushes. I think we probably get the Dream Trawler out. I think we also probably get the Cavalier of Gales out. I think that seems right as a starting point. Devout Decree is a good one to get out. Shatter the Sky is a good one to get in. Aether Gust is a good one to get in. Just a Strike and Deafening Clarion seem like good ones to get in. I think this seems like the most reasonable boarding plan. But Dower Doug, just go contact Twitch support. Just give them a ping. We have the best possible starting card in the hand, Sphinx of Foresight, which scries 3. Ooh, submit. You know I want to see what's on top. No, no, no. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Got him. Alright. I don't really feel the need to shock in for an Aether Gust. Get him out of there. See you later, alligator. Poor bosses, how much of the streamer persona is fake in your opinion? Some streamers really try hard to sell their personality, with everything from smurfers, rage kids, to mature adults. Sometimes I feel like streamers tend to be in extremish versions of different personalities. I just fully reject all of it. I just don't think that almost anyone has a persona that is substantially different than your real life personality, because You're live for like 40 hours a fucking week. 40 hours a week. I mean, Stephen Colbert did his character The Colbert Show with a fleet of writers for only 30 minutes a night. Like, it's really hard. Don't care at all. Absolutely do not want to get eaten up by a combat trick. There is something that all humans do always, period, streamer or not, that, I mean, I don't know, like personality tuning, which is like, if I am around one of my friends that's a Dota player, we're going to talk a whole bunch about Dota, opinions on the Dota scene, we're going to be babbling about games and stuff like that. If I'm talking to one of my friends that does a lot of creative work stuff, we're going to talk a lot about creative work and stuff like that, and it's going to be really serious. Oopsie daisies. This. There are people where our sense of humor is aligned, and so we really joke like crazy. There's just this wide gamut of different types of human beings that exist, and you just have a slightly different personality around those kinds of people. And it's normal. It's just a normal thing to do. Did I spend the mana again? Shit. Yeah, it's just a perfectly normal thing to do. And so I think that with streamers, you do get a pretty good amount of that, where maybe there's someone who's super competitive, and when they sit down to play, a lot of the aspect of their personality that's super competitive is there because it fits. But then they might also be really interested in, I don't know, arts and crafts of some kind. And so they actually just talk a good bit about that outside of the stream and all that. And I mean, I'm saying things connected to topics, but I also want you to think about the tone of competitive tryhard, like, fucking crush these guys, compared to the tone of just doing arts and crafts. Like, the conversational tone will naturally be different. Like, I sometimes am goofy on this show, but for like the last hour, I've not really been very goofy. I've been talking about topics that are interesting to me, so on and so forth. Oh, come on, fucking interface. Well, whatever, I don't give a shit. I was trying to cast, because you know how this is... whatever. You know what I was trying to do. Yeah, but essentially all these people are that I've seen on stream. I've rarely met anyone who's really different in real life. Even those that play characters. That's just like, that's who they are. And I think talking about like playing up certain aspects, like how often do I go, my dude, the luckiest streamer there is. If you've not been to this channel, I'm the luckiest human being there is. You know, I do that shit. Is that playing something up? No, I say the exact same shit in real life because it's funny. It's literally a funny thing to say. I think the idea of fake personalities is heinously overblown because I think it's incredibly, incredibly difficult to be not yourself for like 40 hours a week. I do know people that started to stream and said to themselves, you know what? I want to not do this and I do want to do this. That's not creating a personality. That's just self-improvement, man. Yeah, I'd love to, man. Show me what I got. This is a great hand. Skirless is trying to met you at TI-7. Your autograph sits next to my bed. You're pretty cool, man. Hell yeah. Fuck yes, what I'm talking about. Now this is going to sting. What are you gonna do? You gotta blow them up. Having access to 4 Deafening Clarions and 4 Bonecrusher Giants is really great. Zaz, I think there are people who are probably play exaggerated versions of themselves, right though? Like Tyler 1 or Dr. Disrespect? I don't really think so. I mean, like, even if you are trying to play something up, I mean, it's you. You know what I mean? Like... Yeah. Okay. Let's put a stop here and find out what's going on. I don't really know what's going on here with Braher, but it appears that Braher has whiffy-diffied pretty hard. Shash says, it makes sense. I guess it's not all that differently from behaving differently at work than with friends. Absolutely. I think that's actually an extremely apt comparison. I think that that's just a straight up clear aspect of their personality. In other words, like for instance, I've never seen Tyler 1's streams. I don't really know anything about how Tyler behaves other than that someone just used the word rager earlier, so let me just use that. If there is a rager personality as like a fake, totally manufactured thing, I just find it very hard to believe that someone who does not rage, who's actually a completely composed, absolutely stone cold calm individual, is actually going, oh dude, you know it would be funny, and then doing that, you know. I find the likelihood of that to be incredibly tiny. Or it could be someone that just naturally has an enraged component to their personality. They get really mad after games, and they just went, screw it, I'm just gonna be this when I stream. I'm gonna play into this. It's not like some new manufactured fake fictional character. It's them, and they're just sharing that particular aspect of who they are. I'm gonna kill this now. I don't see a reason to mess around. This is a pretty important card to play out early. Because if I get a Kenrith and I can play Kenrith for free and then just haste bang and then heal for 5, I mean, there's nothing that I can do about it. Horva, I'm definitely not going to Sweden for TI-10. That is such a long flight. It's such a long flight! And I unfortunately do not accept consumables from fans. As some malicious human poisons you once, and then you go, you know what, I just shouldn't accept something from fans. Yeah, 99 out of 100 are super sweet people, but, you know, then you get that. Then you just get wind up with the rare out of 10 situation.
My responsibility.
I think I just healed here.
I've got it.
Have you been poisoned before? Yeah. Yep, I have. MLG, someone gave me something with a bunch of laxatives in it. It was not fun. Bleak Soups is on the topic of long flights. What's the furthest you've ever traveled for a vacation? Hong Kong, Thailand, somewhere in that range. He's like, send a lot. I want to buy you a beer at the bar too. It depends, Zhazh. You know, there's a lot of bars where, you know, you put in the order and it just comes from the bartender directly and it's fine. And that I'm pretty comfortable with. Woo! The mono red list is popular. Let's see how the... Do I want this? Yes, we have Kenrith in hand. And Kenrith is just an absolute... Well, bone crusher for mono red decks. So let's see, what are we gonna do? Enzo Vicente. Pass to combat. Okay, we're about to declare attack. Let's just get this one out of here. It looks like we're in pretty good shape here. Depending upon what gets played, I might just Deafening Clarion. Oh. You know, I think I'm actually just gonna play the land, man. Wait, that's a Cavalier of Flame. For some reason I thought I had a Fire of Invention. Do I not have a Fire of Invention? Did I put a Fire of Invention to the bottom? What did I mess up? What did I do? Was this the Fire of Invention that I decided to keep on the top? What's happening to my mind? Oh my god, Robert the Rich stole it. Oh, that fuck. Oh. Oh. Maybe I should have shot this guy in. Oh, I don't know. I did this in the wrong order. Ugh. Good news that I have another Deafening Clarion right there. Right there. Oh! Damn, I deserve it. Ugh. Ah! Oh! Alright, to the sideboard. C1's answers, how you recommend I get into Paper Magic if I start with Arena? Go to Friday Night Magic. Just go to Friday Night Magic, ask if someone has a budget deck you could borrow or something like that. Friday Night Magics are totally sweet. Oh, shit. I'm going to keep this because I'm trying to do some research here. I don't actually know how good in this situation Teferi Time Raveler will wind up being. And I want to do the research. This comes in as a tapped land, for what it's worth. Let me try this. Did I make the audio better or worse? Better or worse, huh? Alright, cool. Let me adjust this. There we go. It has been adjustmented. Yeah, actually, maybe I should play the Bonecrusher there. I don't know. Like, make my opponent replay too. Seems pretty good, especially if I'm able to draw. Twitch has been really struggling with inconsistent audio. This issue, Ghost Stalker, seems to be an NDI issue. Okay, so I wonder if Justice Strike would kill this. Looks like the answer is no. I think this might be a bad decision. Put this out, but there's some research I'm trying to do with this thing. Actually, Ghost Stalker, I guess you're right. I guess like there have definitely been some times where I'm like a bit surprised at various people having audio desyncs when some others are not. But I'm having some issues with my NDI stuff, just having the video and audio just desync all on their own. Justice Strike would not kill Turin because if a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls. It deals that much +2. So it doesn't actually wind up doing anything. Unfortunately.
I've got time.
In the way Justice Strike, it says target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. So it's a red permanent dealing damage to itself. So it wouldn't do it. It's totally okay by me. This player gains 5 life.
You show remorse. I'll
Okay. Teferi was worse than we wanted it to be. That is an incredible starting hand. Whoa, that's so good. Oh my god, wow, it's like so sick. So we're gonna need... we do like this. This seems right to me. Is it 6:30 already? Wow, man, that went fast. Alright, we're gonna bone crush that. I'm gonna do bone crush, man. Aether Gust is the funniest art in all of Magic the Gathering. It's just this, like, cow that's upside down. Oh, Jesus Christ! It's just, like, freaking out, man. Ugh.
This isn't a fight you can win. Trust me, I have a plan.
We'd really love an untapped land, but it seems unlikely. I think it's just going to go down.
Let's try this.
Could be land Embercleave, I think is pretty reasonable, but it would just be a little bit of damage to the face. Oh, you love to see it. That's pretty bad. We have 5 land, and that's all we really need. Oh, shit. Yeah. Enter is tapped. This guy for free you right on top. Get out of here. Get out of there. Oh, okay, so this game is completely done. If you have multiple Sphinxes in hand, do you get multiple Scries? You sure do.
I'll protect you.
Well, this went trivially easily. Oh. Alright, so that's death. This is a dead dude. Great. This deck feels so good to play. Feels so good. This is probably the one that my brain can make the most sense of the top 3 decks. I think that Paulo's is the strongest for sure, but like this is... Feels good. Feels very good. Also, I'm gonna get a Saporo. Yeah. 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 Right. Alright, play first. You know what? This is going to be an example of how Danine is the luckiest man on the earth. Look at this. Bam. Yeah, why not? Why not put a Cavalier of Gales? There's no way this is a red player. I'm telling you right now. No way in heck. Da-dum-dum-da-dum-dum. Awesome. You know what I'd love to get? Shimmer of Possibility. That's exactly what we're looking for. Top 4 cards and put one in. Ooh. You love to see it. You know what I mean? You love to see it. You love to see it. I'm getting stomped on? What is this? What is this like? Gruel Rampy Bampy, dude. What is this rampiest, bampiest fellow? With the Anax? What? What even is? In the words of one of my absolute favorite YouTube videos of all time. So someone who's playing Amnesia the Dark Descent, who compellingly asks a question we've all asked at one point in our lives. What even is? I don't even know what Huberto's deck is. Some sort of weird Gruel ramp. Let's cast this for free. Probably don't die to an Embercleave. You know, I'd guesstimate. The age-old question, what even is? You know it, John Tenno. You know it! Alright, and who's it going to go on, huh? So it's going to be 6 and 6 is 12, and 4 6 and 6 and 12 is 12 and 4 is 16. So let's just go ahead and live. Please live. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, cheers. Cheers, everyone. That feels positive. It was a positive moment in my life. Bada, dada, wada, bada, boom. Is that it? Yeah. Dude, I love swinging in on turn 6 with, like, 6 enormous things. Fires of Invention is a powerful dude. 4-mana enchantments, very good in the format. Very good in the format. Now, what was the name of the Boros enchantment that summoned a 1-1 and then a 2-2 and then a 3-3 and then a 4-4? Or excuse me, summoned a 1-1, then 2 1-1s, then 3 1-1s, and 4 1-1s. What was that one called? Not Merriment. This is a very old card. This is an ancient card. Assemble the Legion! Assemble the Legion! Oh, I just want to look at that card. Assemble the Legion. That is gatecraft. Oh, yeah. Oh, you love to look at it. You love to see it. Beginning of your upkeep, put a muster counter on Assemble the Legion. Then put a 1-1 red and white soldier token with face on the battlefield for each muster counter and Assemble the Legion. It is so fucking sick, dudes. So there's gonna be a pair of Unos. Oh, I thought this was red permanent. It's just any creature. Okay. Roar. So we're gonna get the mountain out of this, huh? Continue to dig. Again, our big nut card is Kenrith. God, I love to Assemble the Legion. That card is awesome. Oh! Let's play this for free and send this guy home again.
I am not going to sit this way. Oh, I have done the hero thing with it.
It's not a good outcome. Losing to a turn? Actual significance to this. This says to me that there is absolutely a very, very quite so scary Questing Beast. So we're going to need a dude. We'll need a dude for sure. Ugh. So we go down. Alright, we're like so dead here. We're so dead. What's up with all this gruel today? I don't really know. I mean, I think a lot of people just like gruel because it's a solid little thingo dingo, but it's not great. Because it's an aggro deck that runs Embercleave, it can always steal games, like always, but I don't think it's nearly as good as the mono red. Yeah. Didn't see the Sphinx of Foresight at first, but this card is amazing. Oh, that run out is very not amazing, though. Uh-oh. Could be screwed, but we could also be the best player here, so. How's them apples? This Arboreal Grazer in this deck looks so incorrect. No! No! Oh! Alright, I mean, if we peel an untapped Lando Calrissian. Yeah. Yes. Boom. Could be a Quanching Beast. Oh, Thrashing Bronodon. Oh, dude. Yeah. Oh, look at how great this all turned out. Oh. 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 Get thee gone. Peace out, Cuberto. Dude, I'm so lucky. I'm going to stream tomorrow. Dude, I'm just one for one-ing for sure. We have a very strong hand. If we draw blue, we play Sphinx. If we draw red, we play Cavalier. If we draw white, we can Bonecrush. That seems probably not the best one to draw. You know, I kind of get it, but it's...
I'm known for my excellent timing.
You can also just kill me.
This might be a bad idea. Trust me, I have a plan.
Get the big bones out. This is actually one of my favorite entry effects. When he comes out, you just see this big flexing giant. I didn't notice it for a long time. Not the right time to play this, I think.
I got this.
Oh, we'll take 1 damage. That's fine. We're at 14. There's no Embercleave, or this would have been swinging. Oh my god, Plasma Badger 1848 says, thanks for opening me up to the idea of being a cat dad. Being a dog guy, the department does not allow it. Two awesome kitties sending positivity to you and all the knights. Kitty time. Kitty time. Got him. I did the play in that order because I wanted to be able to play the Sphinx of Foresight. Ugh. So good. I think that's okay. 27 land deck. We have access to all of our colors. We have the fires and all the combo pieces. And we have 4 opportunities to draw. Like, there was 1. We scry as the second one. Then we draw, and then we play a Teferi. So we have, like, 4 opportunities to get 2 lands. I guess it's 5, actually. Not enough blue mana for counters. Okay, looks like we're saying goodbye to Teferi. Just a really good card. Temple of Triumph is good. Tristani Discordant Girded Unsigned Thassa Agent. Tristani doesn't do shit against Thassa Agent if your opponent starts taking land. As I found out the hard way. It tragically doesn't do a damn thing. Oh my god, it actually sucks so much. They play the Agent Treachery, take your land, instantly replay. The agent take another land. Our opponent is playing Esper Control, which I think is considerably weaker than Azorius Control. I haven't seen the Doom Foretold. It's fairly cute. Guess I'll just pass. Fuck! Get this one out of there. Desperate times, desperate measures, etc. You know, I meant to click this one and then unclick the other. And I did absolutely forget about Narset. 100%. We were very, very screwed. But I didn't know it did that. If you clicked all of them, it just automatically accepts. Because I was going to discard 3 of them. I completely forgot about the Narset passive, as usual. Let's see. We are going to get rid of the Clarions, the Shimmers, the Aether Gusts, and the Bonecrushers to start with. Then I'm going to put in the Tithe Taker, the Disenchant, do I want to get the Devout Decree? I don't know yet. Mystic Dispute, we want all 4 of these. Legion Warboss, we want all 3 of these. Yeah, that pretty much sideboards itself. That's nice. Bum 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 ba bum. I did it. Tithe Taker helps. Tithe Taker's great. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I don't want to do it, but I gotta do it. Gotta do it. I think I might even wait a turn on this. Having 3 mana available is really good. This Tithe Taker is going to go distance, man. Tithe Taker is incredible. Doom Foretold. will absolutely not be casting the Teferi Time Raveler. John Tennis is loving your chat, Dana, and you've garnered a nice community over the years. Unlike many bigger streamers, you have an incredibly non-toxic chat. It is so true, man. There are just countless other chats I look at, and it's just hell on earth. It's just hell. Oh my god, like how do you even enjoy that? I think I'm just chilling, man. 10 points of damage from this guy. Looks good. I feel like I can now handle no chats except for ones that have 100 or less viewers. Wait, one more turn, you would have gotten me. But then again, I would have played the Teferi, so. Yeah, no, I'll share our best bit of research on this, which is communities that develop a core behavior set tends to alienate whomever is not part of the core behavior set. So, for instance, if this chat is super trolly, I guess like this. If chat is super trolly, it will alienate the people that are cheerful and want to have good conversations. If your chat is super, super cheerful, it will alienate the people that want to be trolly. If your chat makes tons and tons of stupid puns, it will alienate people that don't want to participate in pun shit but actually want to have a real conversation. It's not about chats becoming toxic, and that is the failure case, and that the calm conversational one is the success case. It's about the normative behavior. Submit. Say yep, yep to the submit. It's about the normative behavior, and then who does or does not want to participate in that. Holy shit, dude. This is actually so sick. Yeah, I'm gonna do like this, actually. This is fucking hilarious. So a lot of trying to culture a community is trying to figure out how to get a norm core. Norm core? A normative core group that does some common behavior. And the stake would be to -3 here. Nice. Like it.
Time for plan B.
This little bastard is just gonna win me this game.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
You got it. What?
Nothing.
Don't you want to bounce, my dude? I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, and so like building on this, yeah, and Ghoststar's already talking about it in chat, which is like if you want to have moderators, most of what they should do is not be punitive, because that's just getting rid of a certain group of people. But what you want to be doing as a mod is trying to create and promote a certain type of culture. For instance, if someone's just like, hey, here's a really cool project I'm working on, and the mod goes, tell me more about that project, and other people will see that and they'll start responding, they'll start building it in the same way that I, the broadcaster, can do that same thing. Oh, you did a cool project, tell me about it, I want to learn more, etc., etc.
And future are bound to keep an open mind.
This kind of sucks, but whatever.
Here we go.
I mean, even like Ko's chat. Ko's chat, for my taste, certainly is very, very difficult to have a conversation. It's much better than most chats, but it's still very, very...
Let's slow this down.
I'm just absolutely minusing here. There's like not a lot of reason. Oh my god, I fucking suck at this game! I always forget Narset. Fuck!
Overwhelming.
I mean, even Ko's chat has... I'll describe it as like 80% spam. Not people being shitty, not people being mean, just spam, you know? Just people who are laughing about something, so they just type lol. I mean, like, we do not do that here, man.
Let's try this.
Yeah, like, for instance, everyone just take a look at chat right now. There's a bunch of lulls that are in the chat, and it starts to move really fast. It starts to move really, really fast, blows away any sort of conversation. I think it's probably more severe for us if we lose the
No, I am not making this
Sphinx.
up as I go.
These choker ladies are owning us. Owning us. Alright, so this is going to look a little weird. I want to discard these two. Oh, they go on top of the library. For some reason I thought they discarded. Whatever. Ideally, I want to discard, given the opportunity to, due to the fact that the Cavalier of Flame is going to deal a bunch of shocky burst damage. Oh, it's 7! I'm quitting. And I'm done. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing Dota. We're going to have a pretty light week. I haven't decided what I want to do on Friday. I'm normally planning about 2 weeks in advance, but the World Championship completely threw that off. So I'm going to... I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. Tomorrow's Dota. Thursday's some Magic. Going to do some drafts. Some drafts are going to be good. And then we'll figure something out for Friday. And next week's schedule is going to be posted. Blade Runner is going to be on Monday. Woo! And then pretty normal schedule next week. See you later, guys. GG.